think my favorite thing about Boston is, is what started the city. That it was a melting pot from people from all over the world, and it's true today. I mean, the city with over 400,000 college students, tourists, locals. It's just a wonderful place where everybody can come and celebrate, live, work, and just be able to give the best of themselves.
There's a real community here, unlike any other place.
It's a stage where everybody can step up. The ordinary person can have a voice, where the person that has passion and commitment will be given room to exercise their knowledge and to contribute. And I think we need to use that as a formula, building the relationships and the magic to make room for everybody, and be open to innovation, be open to new ideas, not just new technologies, but to look for new solutions, and understanding that it may be contrary to what we think.
We could highlight our community. We could highlight the people that are really doing good, because really people don't know who we are. Like, you can go to Dorchester. I don't have the money like some of these large companies to put big posters up and take over the entire tea stations. Give us a tea station for a couple of weeks. Put up Boston Brewin all over the tea stations. Do you know what that would do for us? That would blow us up, because people are like, what's this Boston Brewin?
I mean, I think at the core of any agenda or the new plan, it needs to be the commitment to relationships and truly fostering those relationships that aren't about partnerships, they're not about deals, they're not about favoritism, but whether it's education and really helping to bring about the relationship between the families, teachers, and the students. We just had the issue with bus drivers. Prime example, I think, where something could have been averted if the relationship had been put front and center.
There's over $150 million spent in Boston on coffee that's being taken out of Boston. How is that helping out our city?
Poverty is the heart, and society is only as strong as its weakest. So if we're looking at a plan, it has to be inclusive. Right? It has to recognize those that are broken, recognize those that are coming up short, and bringing them into the conversation to figure out how to go ahead and best strategize to make them a part of the city in a way that doesn't make them feel left out, that doesn't draw on resources, but also is empowering for them as an individual as well as the community.
And if you don't know the Haley House, you're not a real Bostonian. These guys have been in the city for over 50 years helping Bostonians out. They have programs for kids, they have programs for families, they have programs for previously incarcerated people. They put them back into the workforce, they have housing for them. What better organization than that? You buy one of these scones here, you're helping your city out. It's amazing.
Myself, I always tell the story. In 2008, I watched the DNC and I watched the governor speak. And I was so moved that I started to write him a letter. I went back to my cell and I wrote a letter telling him all the things that I was going to do. And I ripped it up and I said, instead I'm going to go home, I'm going to show him. And I was able to be with Haley House for a number of years. I was in the forefront of reentry. I'm now here with Boston Brewin, really trying to shape and mold the way small business can and should be operating. And I think that really speaks to the magic of the city.
Help us out. Help out people like us. Don't look to those big companies to give you money, when the money's coming from you guys, the consumers. Where are those big companies getting their money from? The consumers of Boston. What are they doing with that money? They're taking that money out of here. They're not doing anything. Maybe they're fattening people's wallets, but they're not doing anything for us, the actual real Boston people.
And I think whoever is elected, that's what his sole and primary focus needs to be, is being able to bring everybody to the table and to inspire everybody to compromise and to understand that they can't have it their way, but we need to find the best way. So our call to action, buy coffee.